Cross-country flight. Cross-country flight consists of covering long distances using thermal and dynamic currents. This modality requires skill in navigation and meteorology, as the pilot must identify and take advantage of columns of warm rising air, thermals, and dynamic currents created when wind hits mountains or slopes. These flights can last for hours and cover dozens or even hundreds of kilometers, making it a discipline of endurance and strategy. Acrobatic flight. Acrobatic flight is the ultimate expression of technical skill in paragliding. Pilots perform spectacular maneuvers such as wingovers, helicopters, SATs, and tumbles, pushing the limits of wing design. This type of flying is usually done over water or safe areas to minimize risk. It requires intensive training and experience due to its very narrow margin for error. Freestyle flight. Freestyle shares elements with acrobatic flight, but focuses on the flow and aesthetics of maneuvers. Pilots aim to perform coordinated and elegant movements that blend technique and creativity, offering a unique visual experience for both themselves and spectators. Thermal flight. In thermal flight, the goal is to ascend by riding thermals, columns of warm air that rise due to uneven ground heating. Pilots use these updrafts to gain altitude and extend their flights. This is a foundational skill for cross-country flying and requires a solid understanding of aerodynamics. Dynamic flight. Dynamic flight uses updrafts formed when wind hits slopes or mountain faces. It's ideal in coastal or mountainous areas with steady winds. Pilots can remain airborne for long periods by harnessing the energy of the wind. Thermodynamic flight. Thermodynamic flight combines the techniques of thermal and dynamic flying. Pilots gain altitude with thermals and then shift to dynamic lift to maintain flight. It allows for extended airtime in mountainous areas with favorable conditions. Competition flight. Paragliding competitions include distance, cross-country, technical maneuvers, acrobatics, and landing precision, accuracy. Pilots must demonstrate skill, strategy, and knowledge of weather to meet specific goals such as completing a route quickly or landing in a target zone. Speed flying with skis. Speed flying combines paragliding and skiing, using smaller wings for rapid descents down steep slopes. It is an extreme modality that demands fast reflexes and excellent control at high speed in technical terrain. Proximity fly. This modality involves flying very close to terrain, objects, or structures such as cliffs, trees, or buildings. Pilots perform precise maneuvers near the environment, which requires exceptional control of the paraglider. Vivac flight. Vivac flight blends paragliding with survival. Pilots fly long distances in stages while carrying gear to camp in remote areas. This modality merges exploration, adventure, and physical endurance. Mini-wing. Mini-wing uses smaller wings than a standard paraglider, allowing for faster and more agile flights. It's ideal for technical mountain descents, especially in strong wind conditions. Descent flight. Descent flight focuses on controlled descents from high to low points. It is popular among mountaineers, as it saves time and energy when descending from peaks or elevated terrain. Accuracy. Accuracy flight is a competitive discipline where pilots must land on a predetermined spot, typically with a very small diameter. It's a technical challenge that requires absolute control during the approach and landing phases. Hike and fly. Hike and fly combines mountaineering with paragliding. Pilots hike up mountains carrying their gear and then descend by flying. It is an activity that blends physical effort, exploration, and the enjoyment of flight. Instructional flight. Instructional flight is designed to teach beginners the fundamentals of paragliding. Instructors provide practical lessons on the ground and in the air, guiding students through the learning process. Exploratory flight. Exploratory flight focuses on discovering new routes and territories from the air. It is ideal for adventurous pilots seeking to fly over remote or uncharted areas, deepening their connection with nature. Paramotor flight. Paramotor flight adds a motor to the paraglider, allowing takeoff from flat ground without the need for lift currents. It's a versatile modality that enables long-distance exploration and flight in more diverse weather conditions. Paratrike flight. Paratrike flight is similar to paramotor, but uses a small-wheeled vehicle, offering greater stability during takeoff and landing. It's a comfortable and accessible option, especially for people with limited mobility. Professional aerial photography and filming.
This modality is designed to capture images and videos from the air. It uses paragliders optimized for stability, allowing pilots to handle professional cameras and capture unique and spectacular aerial shots.
Tandem flight. Tandem flight allows a pilot and a passenger to fly together. It's ideal for people with no experience who want to enjoy the sensation of flying, guided by a professional pilot.